What's going on, guys? It's Uche, sneaker principal, and taking a few moments doing my kids' soccer practice to make this quick video. Um, a lot of principals have been reaching out to me and asking me about uh, what I'm doing around branding my school. As a lot of you know, I've taken over a school that has struggled for a few years, and I did my homework. I studied the history of the school, what's been working, what hasn't been working. And one of the things that is always difficult for a school, especially when the school already has a shaky history and reputation, is disconnecting the past from the present and the future. So branding becomes very, very important because when you see a particular logo or you hear a particular school name, they're just identifiers that people just cannot disconnect from, and so for me, it's been very important with my school right now to really invest a lot of time into, first of all, establishing who we are. You know, that connection from the past to the present into the future. Who have we been? Who are we right now? Or who are we going to be? Because that's very important, and it's very important because when families are picking schools or even teachers are trying to figure out what school they want to go work at, those things are important. They want to know, you know, those details about the school. So if these have been shaky, um, it's kind of hard for a parent, a prospective candidate, to buy in to a reputation that can become problematic. So one of the things I really do believe is that every school community, every school environment has the potential of succeeding, but you have to disconnect from the past. You have to create a whole new identity, or at least take what is good and really enhance it. So so everything from, school logo to school colors to the mascot, all those things when you're rebranding a school are up for grabs. But one thing I always advise school leaders is this: don't walk into a school and just start doing your own thing. Don't walk in and say, okay, listen, I'm here now. I'm going to name the school the Bears. I'm going to make this alliance. I'm going to pick all new colors, but these are colors that I like. You have to get the community involved in it. Those people who have been there for a long time, those people who are vested in that school community have to be part of that conversation. If you're doing your own thing, all you're going to do is alienate them. Then eventually have yourself alienated in that community. So in my school, what I did was the school logo. The staff, the kids said, "Hey, we don't like this. We don't like the mascot." So I said, "All right, we're going to choose. We." So the kids themselves actually voted on the mascot. We're now the Panthers. It was neck and neck between the Panthers and the Lions. Panthers won over. Teachers were not involved in the process. As far as the voting, it was all about the kids, what they wanted. School logo, that could be tricky. But we have a phenomenal arts program, a phenomenal art teacher. And I asked her, do me a favor. You teach every single student in the school art. So why not, in your class, have this conversation and start a contest? She did just that. So our new school logo, which is to me is one of the dopest logos I've seen, is very unique. Was designed by a seventh grader. You know, he he put in time and work and concentration, and now this our school logo for the foreseeable future is his design. So so now think about how vested the community is right now. Our logo, our our um, our mascot, you know, and these are things you need to really think about. Get them involved in that process, and I'm telling you, what's going to happen is you're going to create a space where the community is going to see what you're doing and say, "Hey, we can do this. We can move the school forward. We can breathe a breath of fresh air and breathe new life into our space." Um, the one other thing I want to say about branding in school, again, this is not by any means the rule of thumbs or this is what you should do, because again, you have to stay in your community and really engage in those conversations as far as what you want to do and where you want to go. But the key for me as far as branding a school, it starts with leadership. And what do I mean by that? As the school leader, you have to literally um, live the identity of that school. Because again, if you're just saying, hey, we're going to change our colors, we're going to throw some paint on the walls, we're going to have a new logo, we have a new mascot, but who's cheerleading that process? And when that process is done, who has to be the biggest mouthpiece for that community? It has to be the principal, hands down, nobody else. Because people will follow leadership, and part of your leadership is becoming the brand. As long as you're in that school, you are the walking, living, breathing representation of that brand. So at my school, we're the Panthers. Listen, if I could, I would buy me a Black Panther suit and I'll be T'Challa immediately. But all jokes aside, um, that logo is going to be everywhere. Next school year, I'm gonna have the sweater vest. I'm gonna get some patches done so I can put some patches on my blazers. Everywhere you go, you're gonna see the paw. And in our logo paw, you see it has the letters in there, BEST, best. And people are like, man, that's pretty intense that you would say best. I'm like, yeah, it stands for belief. It stands for excel. I'm sorry, yeah, belief, excel, strive, and trust. Hey, Nunu, how you doing? Yes, you did. Say hi. Say hi to the camera. Say hi to the camera. No, up there, right there. Say hi. So this is my daughter. She's taking a quick little break from playing soccer. But again, you know, I have to now live that identity. I have to make sure that anywhere I go, that identity is something that's ever breathing. I'm always talking about. I'm always pushing because my energy has to be so infectious that parents want to send their kids to the school, that teachers want to come teach at the school, and that's the key. As the school leader, you must be the brand. Okay, you have to be the life force of that brand. Just don't just change things and say, okay, by some miracle things will shift for the better. But yeah, time for me to get back to daddy duty. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to to drop me a message in the comments, or you can message me directly. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to share that real quick, and I'm going to get back to soccer. All right, be well, peace.